Alright everyone, as Grand Memetic Wizard, I have a warning for the entire world. A great evil is being revived as we speak by the necromancers over at Mattel. Long, long ago, there was a tyrannical, evil dinosaur stalking the world looking for children to perv on. And his name was Barney the Dinosaur. And he was in a corporeal form. It was a man in a big puffy suit. So don't worry, when he's hugging your small children, it's perfectly fine. He got defeated, he got destroyed, and we scattered his bones around the 7 continents. But now Mattel, in their evil plans, they have gone out and retrieved all of the Barney fragments. And this time, they haven't revived him as a physical form, so you can't kill him through the normal means. You can't team up and kill Barney with a great big punch and Barney hits the floor anymore, and there's a million variants on that little ditty that was very, very popular among my particular group, at least, when I was in kindergarten / first, second grade. Now he's a demon, and he uses computers to travel around and propagandize to children, and I get a sneaking suspicion. Barney 1.0, physical, creepy-ass Barney from the 1990s, dawn of the 2000s, so core millennialdom, was mainly about singing nonsensical songs and trying to teach really, really casual pedestrian lessons to kids by being fucking annoying. Well, kids, just because you don't have arms doesn't mean that you can't paint. Here, look at little Freddy over here. He's a double amputee. He's using his feet. Wow, Freddy, you're so talented. Yay! And then they all dance around in butterflies and shit like that. And it was very, 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 very strange, even at the time. Very juvenile. Basically, sub-adult. So, talking 3-year-old mentality. Stupid parents would prop their kids, their little toddler, in front of the TV to watch Barney dance around, and then they could go grab a drink and a nap and shit like that. Shitty parents letting their kids watch propaganda like Barney. Now that he's digital, though, I have a suspicion that Barney will be woke, and here's why. It goes along with what Razorfist said. It's not get woke, go broke, it's the other way around. If your franchise is basically useless, just revive it, rehash it, change a few things around, and inject wokeness. You can get ESG investment that way. It makes your company look better on paper, ergo you get more public funding and bank investment and shit like that, and deals with PBS and deferential government treatment. When the Mattel factory spews out hydrazine or something like that, they won't get in as much trouble, because they're teaching kids valuable lessons about tolerance and diversity and why everyone in the world should be exactly the same, and Heil Communism. That's what I get the feeling Barney will do. So whatever we do, we must stop him. We must absolutely deride Barney, which will be revived in an even worse form and used as propaganda now. Core millennial here. Of course, I'm in my mid-30s. I can't think of a single person in my generation in proximity to me that liked Barney. I keep hearing NPR here, link in the description, talking about this necromantic revival of the evil tyrant dinosaur. Literally a Tyrannosaurus Rex, just to be clear about where that linguistic shot is coming from. Literally Tyrant Barney. He's the tyrant lizard. Of course, we now think that dinosaurs had more in common with birds in some ways, but we'll get past the Jurassic Park shtick at this moment. Lord help us if they reboot that one again, considering Part 5. The thing is this. I see all of these fluff pieces about Barney and how great he was, and this nostalgic reference to millennialdom is finally back. Like people my age are going to be fucking watching Barney cartoons or something like that. That's not going to happen. But I can't think of anyone that liked it. It happened to be on TV, and parents that wanted to catch a break, because the songs are annoying to everyone who's over the age of 3, they'd plop their toddler there, and they'd put on Barney for a couple of episodes. Sort of to get him out of my hair. Oh, you little shit, watch Barney. Instead of interacting with them or doing something that's actually positive. They could be at least having their kid finger paint or something like that. Hey, here, learn a new skill, kid. Use the fucking, why don't you play with these pills? Those are fun. No, instead they would brainwash them with Barney. And it was always extremely low IQ takes. Again, it was the most pedestrian, little kiddish thing. By the time you were 6 or so, you did not want to watch Barney, probably. Most of you out there, if you're my age, you probably remember Barney as being a big thing at the time. How many of you seriously enjoyed it, though? Even if you were a little kid at the time, even if you were younger than that. By the time you were 6 or 7, most of us wanted to go on and watch like Arthur or something like that. It's a little bit more, there's more to it. It's more entertaining, it's less annoying, there's more of a storyline, there's some more intelligence to it. And it still tells, educational lessons and stuff. I really like the one where DW wandered off from her family in the White House tour, and Bill Clinton the bunny had to give her a private tour. We never saw the clipped footage of that one for a reason, I'm sure, everybody. So Barney the dinosaur, one of the most evil beings of the 1990s, who was cast down from heaven long, long ago and became evil and spiteful, and then we finally defeated him in 2001, I think it was. And he's been buried for 20 years, but now he is returning through the power of Mattel's corporate necromancy. So do not watch or participate with anything Barney. Don't put your kids in front of the Barney thing. I have a feeling that they've chosen this particular time because people in my core millennial age range, we're having kids, and some of them are 2 or 3 years old. And Mattel says, hey, all those suckers back then that watched Barney, mainly because their parents forced them to, Mattel, it's not because we wanted to. Don't exactly have remote control when you're 3 years old. They'll force their kids to watch it. It'll be generational trauma. And we'll make billions of dollars. Hey kids, little kids in China don't have Barney the dinosaur because they're a bunch of losers. Yeah, why doesn't Mattel just come forward and say, look, our company's had some problems. We want a new toy line, and it's cheaper to do the digital animation than to make the actual show with the real kids and shit that we have to pay $10 a piece at the time back in the 90s probably. So we're going to give you your woke propaganda, and we'll clean up money. It'll be really good for us. That's basically all it is. It's a corporate stunt, and Barney should remain buried in his shallow grave, guarded by a bunch of magi or something like that. Apparently we need more powerful magic to overcome Mattel. That's about all. Peace out.